chasing your dreams. That's the Organize Your Purpose podcast. Well, let's get started. Welcome back, family. Welcome to the Reiki, healing, hope, community, a place to heal, relax, and be yourself and be surrounded by those who want to see you blossom and or bloom. I am Jessica, a Reiki master teacher and intuitive. I also go by Jet, and welcome to your nightly self-care routine, babies. If you're my new babies, welcome. This is your nightly self-care routine where you do whatever it is you need to do as you are taking care of yourself, as you are working on your channeling space, as well as whatever it is, life goals, healing, connecting, bringing energy together, manifesting, whatever that is for you. And for all my babies returning back, welcome back, baby. Mama loves you. Today we have a very special healing session. We are going to be doing a session that is geared towards this solar eclipse in Sagittarius. So if you're new to the community, welcome. And if you would like to join our mystical self-care community, you can do so on the Patreon community within there. So let's get started. So we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. Do I have your permission to touch you? Okay, baby. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Breathe through this space here, okay? We're gonna get started. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. So let's go ahead and start at the crown here, and I want you to breathe in and out, just allowing this beautiful cleansing energy to flow through, connecting directly to the sun here, and just allowing this beautiful light to shine on through your energy. Hold this space for yourself. Allow the energy to just remain balanced. This is a beautiful time for you as you are stepping into you. You're stepping into this awakening and this new path that this solar eclipse in Sagittarius is bringing out in your life. Now, typically during times of the new moon, because it's falling on a new moon as well, we could think about planning and wanting to manifest, but this is giving more of like a birthright feeling, or more of you're stepping into something that you deserve that's really, really big for you, something that you should have been doing a long time ago. And you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Now, I'm just placing this beautiful energy in front of you, almost kind of like a cloak underneath the veil, giving you an opportunity to channel to your highest self, or whatever it is that you connect to in this beautiful mystery of the universe, so that it gives you an opportunity to see what it is that you need to walk into. And as we're working through that, I'm going to explain a little bit more of this solar eclipse in Sagittarius. So a couple of weeks ago, we worked on the lunar eclipse in Taurus, and we worked on that Taurus Scorpio axis, and we worked on sacrificing our greatest pain in order to heal or to manifest or to work towards something. During lunar eclipse, you're not really thinking about manifesting, but it's going in and doing a cleansing. During the solar eclipse, this is more of stepping into your power. You have this infinite amount of power that's just been kind of lurking in the background, and it really is more of just a timing thing. You've been waiting for the timing to be right and the timing to align. Well, the universe has been waiting for your timing to be right and the timing to align. And now you have outgrown your life. All the way that your life has been before, it will no longer fit you. And a lot of people are experiencing that as well. Some do not want to leave their old life. So they're going to try really, 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 really hard to stick to their old life, even though that life is gone. If you embrace this new life, which is you powerful, which is you masterful, which is you ascending to a whole nother level, it's going to take you far beyond your dreams. And this is that shift that's happening and has been happening here, okay? Okay, good job. Now, let's take it here, all the way right here to the throat, just freeing you up. Now, I want to be mindful that right around the corner, we do have a Venus in Capricorn going into retrograde, and we are in the pre-shadow period, so there has been yourself. What is coming up? What truth? Just, it feels like a divine truth, a supreme truth, an ultimate truth, something that only you can see within yourself. What truth did you see, or are you seeing right now? What are you realizing? Because I am going to bank on the fact that by next year, totally different life. By next year, if you look 2 years in the past, you're gonna be like, whoa, because that's what this shift is. It is that kind of shifting kind of energy. And please believe it, sweetness. If you want to self-sabotage, you can stay stuck where you're at. But if you stay stuck in a life that no longer serves you, watch everyone else walk out of that life. You're gonna be the only one there sitting there talking about memories. It's time to move on, baby. Because there's like better stuff out there, bigger things. You know, I'd love to, as we're working through this energy shifting now down to the heart and the solar plexus, I want to tell you a life lesson that I learned when I started to work for myself. I had always wanted to work for myself because I actually really like working by myself. I love people, but when I'm around people, I get very distracted and I want to be social. But when I work by myself, I can kind of get a lot of things accomplished. So when I decided to leave the workforce and to work for myself, it was very, very scary. Very scary. Because up until that point, I felt like I had been primed, both maybe outside of myself and within myself, to think like, how am I gonna survive out here? Until I got out here. Mind you, I was already fine before, like I had already had like an income coming in. But you just think when you deviate from a certain pattern or thought process for some reason, then everything's gonna fall apart right then and there. So I finally go out there and I'm like, you know what? This is what's best for me, to work for myself. And what ended up happening was just things just got better and better and better and better. And now when I look back, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I could go back to work with somebody. I love partnering with people, but no, it's not for me because I took the risk. I had to change my mentality, even though I was really, really scared at the time. And then on the other end of that was a sense of freedom I never would have known, I never would have guessed that I could have. And it brought a new form of confidence. moments of what you need to let go and what needs to be let go. You know, it's okay. It's okay wherever you're at. It's okay if you feel like you're ready. It's okay if you don't feel like you're ready. But just know that if you're being presented with opportunities, you're more than you're more likely, or more than not likely, more than likely. Words. You are good. You're good. I'm simply saying that you're gonna be fine, okay? You're gonna be fine. You know? Whatever. You get what I'm saying. You feel me? So let's just breathe through this energy, sweetness, and just go with the flow here. Got it. Got it. I think we got a little bit left of our cinnamon. And again, so many herbs that we can use for cleansing. And cinnamon is one of those sneaky herbs that you don't think about, but you have right there in front of you. Completely cost accessible for you to be able to use. I'm going to use just a little bit more of that. And then I'm going to just go ahead and allow the rest to burn off. So babies, how are we feeling? How do you feel, love? What is this thing that you're realizing? What are you walking into? What are you walking into, love? What energy are you walking into? Walking into. So start to take those steps forward. Just take those steps forward. Take those steps forward. Walk into that energy, into that light, into that peace. Take those steps forward. Take those steps forward. Take those steps forward. Take those steps forward. Well, family, you did a fantastic job. I'm so excited to share this beautiful Let's Celebrate December month with you, with all of these giveaways and all of these activities and all of this. Just like, let's just have a good time, you know, let's celebrate good times. And I encourage you, I implore you, and I require